Hi, Sean. It's Pierre Venter here from South Africa. There we go. Okay, I'm going to try my utmost best to explain to you exactly what the system is all about and how it's supposed to work and what's the idea behind the whole system. Um, just for starters, it's a non-conformance management system, meaning so any non-conformity within any company, anyone can go and look at non-conformance. It's like an action tracker. So then the non-conformance will be raised. It will be raised against someone's name, and then also that person will be responsible for close out the non-conformance after a proper investigation. Okay, yeah, so that's a nutshell. So to start off, there's an icon as usual. Open the icon. You will have your credentials to log in, and by logging in, you will have certain rights. So meaning the head of departments or the management team, when they log in, they will see certain rights, whereby the end users won't see the same rights. Okay, just log in there, be a printer, and then password. Okay, so when you open it, the landing page is typically a non-conformance register, meaning whatever has been logged on the system till date will be there, and you can obviously scroll up and down and you can view it if you want to. On the left hand side, you have various options. So capturing info is the current page, and then department, roster, 14,000, 45, and 9,000. Those are all amendments to the drop downs within the capturing form. If you go to capture new, that's the capturing form. So all the drop downs, but only the master users will be able to see and amend this. Everyone else will see the monthly report, they will see the overview report, and then these two will be replaced by the Excel dashboard that I will show you. Right, okay. And then also you have the admin page whereby the master user will be able to create users and then their rights, respective to what they need to see and have to see. Okay, so on your landing page, you will have the option to go and filter by means of choosing a number and then filter. Please, this is just a platform, it's just an idea. It's been used by companies for quite a while now. So the reason to make it now web-based is to make it more interactive with other systems, as well as maybe make it mobile active as well. So yeah, so you are the expert and you will then guide me on how we can do this the most practical way. Okay, so just get a filter. So you can choose on anyone and you can go and edit the records, meaning you can go and close the closeout section or whatever the case may be. Good. So this is the landing page. So let's go further. If I want to unlock a new non-conformance, I just go capture new non-conformance, and then the number is grayed out because it's an automatic number. So once you choose department or start populating the form, the number is created automatically. So it's 6 for 2018, and the next one will be number 7, number 8, number 10. So every year it starts at 0. So it's number 1 for 2019, number 2 for 2019. When you go to 2020, it will start at 01 for 2020, and so on and so forth. Okay. Department, again, these drop downs are amended by means of these. Okay, so if you go to department, you can go and choose there. Only the master user will be able to amend this information. Let's go to capture new. So department, this department against whom the non-conformance is lodged against, and then the source. From where did this non-conformance derive? Maybe from an internal audit, or from a safety officer report, or from a NEMIS, whatever the case may be. Let's say for now it's a safety officer report. And on which site did it happen? Let's say Botswana for now. Then there's a responsible HOD, head of department, responsible for this non-conformance or this deviation. Let's make it myself for now, Pierre Venter. Again, these people are imported from the company email address or the email list. So there's a person and the email linked to that person because they will all be sent mails. This HOD will be mailed with a report, the originator and also the collaborators. All of them will be mailed with a report stating there's a non-conformance been logged or lodged against the name, and there's investigation to be conducted. Okay. Originator, the person populating the non-conformance, date created, it's automatic. Today's date, you can't amend it. Then, was this NCR on a quality issue, a 9,000, or an environmental issue, 14,000, or was it a health and safety issue, 45? Let's take example, it was a health and safety issue. Now, very important, the next step, the classification. This non-conformance or deviation, was it a high risk, a medium risk, or a low risk? If it's a high risk, depending on the company rules, so they must be able to amend and put in somewhere by means of something. They must put in, if it's a high risk, it must be 1 day. If it's a medium risk, it must be 1 week. If it's a low risk, it must be closed out by 2 weeks. Because if you click high risk, if you look at the bottom, the target date automatically shows it must be closed within 24 hours. If it's a medium risk, it must be closed within 1 week, and this can't be changed. It's solid. If it's a low risk, it must be closed within 2 weeks. Okay, medium 1 week, low risk 2 weeks. But that will depend from company to company. So by some means, they must be able to put in well, the variations, either 24 hours, 1 week, or 2 weeks. Okay. Right, then the non-conformance is just a description of what exactly was the non-conformance or deviation, what action was taken immediately, and then the final closure will stay open, and the comments will stay open until the investigation is finished. Right. So then maybe the originator wants some people internally to be involved in the investigation, like, for example, the safety rep and the foreman, banksman, or whoever should be involved in this investigation. These are all internal people, and it's part of your roster, meaning your email database that's pulled in from the company. So there must be option to pull in the database from the company, the email database. Right. So we said it's a health and safety issue, meaning ISO 45001. So if you go to ISO 45, so what was the issue? Again, these options are populated here by the company itself, by the master users. So for example, let's say it was a horseplay issue, right? Then the user will have the option to attach a supporting document, either a photo, a safety officer report, multiple photos, whatever the case may be, as proof. And then if there's concession granted and you click yes, there was, it will prompt you, show me proof thereof. So that will either be a photo or a PDF report. Right. So now this is all internally. These collaborators are internally, but now I want my client or my supplier to be involved in this investigation. So I need to go external now. So the client must have the option to go to send to third party, right? And then let's put my name in there, my email. So this is external. This is not internal. At gmail.com. So maybe 3, 4, 5, whatever. I think 3 would be enough. External collaborators. And once you submit external, it will prompt you. You have sent a mail externally to this person. Yes, I agree. It's fine. I close it. That's external. Now I go back to internal, and I'll have to submit internal. There's an error internal. I don't know why there's an error on my system. The error, it will give you the same thing. It will send the report to internally to all the collaborators you have invited. Sorry, just I'm not sure what that error is now. I'll have a look at it. So let me just open again. Right. Okay, so edit report. So now it's sent, everyone's happy. So all these people are informed now. There's a non-conformance been locked, and they are all part of this whole investigation. Okay. So then that's the populating of all the information. Now we must go one step further. Then there's an overdue report, meaning all the non-conformances that are still open and not closed based on the due date. Just open it for you. So you select high, medium, or low, and automatically it gives you a due date. So whenever that date is not met, it will go to an overdue. It will become overdue. So the overdue report will say there was a due date, these people haven't met the due date, or these non-conformances weren't closed by that due date, and then there's a report. So once a week or once a month, management will just print this report, and it's filtered by department, and it will show them what is still open against what department. Okay, and then there's a monthly report as well, but you have the option to go and select, I want to see the monthly report for which month. So I want to see the report for May 2018, and then they will have the option to print the report or save the report. If possible, please put the option there to mail the report as well. Mail as PDF, please, if possible. I would like to mail the report. It's much more easier than save and then mail, or print and then mail, whatever. But if you can mail it directly as a PDF, it's beautiful. So yeah, so that's the only report derived from this system. The classification report and the non-conformance dashboard, you can ignore those because the data dash, which is an Excel spreadsheet that I built, will replace those two. So you populate a lot of information, and now the standard requires you to analyze all this information. So what I did, I just construct a normal Excel spreadsheet that's got mainly six graphs that explains the whole system, what's been logged against whose name, and which department. Okay, just open it here. It's called data dash. So I've got no network here, so just struggling a bit here. It's going to open now. Right, there we go. Okay, so this stats or this graphs needs to be available as well. So it's how many 9001 issues has been raised. There's departments I can filter for finance. Finance has raised 1, and then also 14,000 environmental, they've raised 1. There's nothing against finance for 45. And then the source, so there's 2 raised from the finance, and it derived from a DMR visit and the safety officer report, so we know that now. And from which sites, so it's 1 from Bethel and 1 from Mozambique. Okay, there's it, Bethel, Mozambique, so it shows you. Okay, go to operations, same thing here. Okay, you can also filter by date, so for February or March, April, May, or you can go by here from Jan, 6 months, 7 months, 12 months, you can just select. Okay, and this is real life data, so meaning whatever changed on the database will be available on the data dash immediately. So that's it. Thank you very, very much. If there's any questions, please, again, you are the expert, you know what's the best. Let's discuss this and let's just get it built. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time and your effort. Thank you, and have yourself an awesome day.